Everything revolves around the return of the salmon every year. The bears, the fish, the eagles, the people all depend on that influx of the millions of salmon that come by. And when those salmon are spawning, it provides the food for the bears on their way to the spawning grounds. It's a subsistence. 75–80% of the protein is harvested by the locals in their subsistence nets, and that's huge.
I kind of don't want to see Pebble come in. I drove a shuttle bus driver for them for 13 years, and I was for them all the time. But after I got off, I started realizing once they get the technical work started, it's going to be all technical people come in, and they're going to lay all our locals off. And that's the part that's going to hurt. And I don't want to see that happen.
If you ask the people that live near the mine site, they'll tell you that we've hired locals since day one. The two village corporations that are closest to where the mine site is have entered into contracts with us to be commercial partners. They completely believe that we're going to live up to our commitment to hire local folks, and that's because we've got a track record for 10 years of having done it. And the people who live there in these villages, they don't want to be left alone in poverty. They want a job. And you talk about this affecting the culture and changing the lifestyle. The lifestyle now is without employment. People are leaving these villages. Schools are closing in these villages. It's not a good situation. And so coming in and providing job opportunities that will allow them to earn enough money to live in their villages, to continue their subsistence lifestyle, is a big deal to them. And that's the conclusion that the draft EIS reached, is that that's what we'd bring to the region.
Yes, I'm in support of it. I'm in support so that people could work. These young generation have to make money for their families. Who wants to live on welfare? You depend on the check every month. You sit home, you do nothing. We can't live like we used to.
Personally, I'm against the mine. My heart says no Pebble. I'm a commercial fisherman. I don't really want to lose this traditional way of life. We've been doing this for years. You know, my dad passed it on. He taught me how to fish, and I'm teaching my kids how to fish, you know, and hopefully they'll learn what I learned from my dad, you know, and we just pass it on.
Okay, get in!
I'm here in Naknek, Alaska for the commercial fishing season. I'm a set netter. We are experiencing the benefits of a completely wild system that requires no hatchery enhancement whatsoever. Nature perfectly supports these wild runs. All we have to do is leave it alone. I fear that all of that could be put at risk if the proposed Pebble Mine, if it continues to develop. If the Pebble project moves forward, it's going to enable other projects to move forward as well. And my fear is that we will end up trading a renewable resource that feeds the world with a non-renewable resource that will kill the habitat that supports sockeye salmon of this region. Once this is gone, that's it.
This is not big-time salmon habitat where the mine site is. In fact, less than 2/100ths of the salmon in Bristol Bay come up to where the mine site is. I mean, we have a draft environmental impact statement that says that this mine project will not hurt the salmon in Bristol Bay.
I think the mine will severely hurt the tourism here. I think if you have a tailings pile that even took 50% of the fish away down the road, it'd be devastating to the bears and the people here. The Kvichak River, which the mine will feed into, is the largest salmon spawning ground on planet Earth for the sockeye salmon. And so to build a mine with potentially toxic tailings piles right at the headwaters of that in a few generations could be just absolutely disastrous.
This is just a special place over here, and it's just, Bristol Bay is the incubator for the salmons, you know. a big incubator. All the rivers and stuff. And when I go to bed at night, I pray that it don't happen, you know. This is home. You know, this is where home is. I mean, it'd be hard to even leave. I mean, think about leaving this place.